What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name's Joe. This is Shooting Gallery. Today we are going to show you how to clean and maintain your Ruger LCP2 light rack in 22LR, and we're going to be using the ever so loving Aegis Gun Care. Let's get down to the tabletop and check it out. I'm only doing that just because it pisses a ton of you guys off in the comments. Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. Please do me a favor, if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, like this video, and also if you're not subscribed, please do me a favor and subscribe, and also hit the notification bell because that tells you when a new video like this is going live. You guys seem to love our clean and lubricate or clean and maintain videos on all common pistols, and sometimes we're hopefully gonna get rifles soon, but pistols are kind of like, you know, my bread and butter. Used to be rifles, but I love pistols a lot more now. So this is the Ruger 22LR. This is a LCP2 light rack, so it's kind of like an LCP2 and 380, but in 22, so they call it the light rack. First, we're gonna make sure in this video this gun is safe and clear. We're gonna press the magazine release button, drop the mag. There's nothing in the magazine. There's nothing in the mag well. We're also gonna check, confirm there's nothing in the chamber, and I've also double checked. You can tell right there, there's nothing in the chamber. So this firearm is clear and is ready to be worked on. Guys, this gun needs to be lubricated. This gun needs to be cleaned. It's one of those small 22 pistols that if you have feeding issues, probably you haven't cleaned it in a little bit. I am a abuser of that mantra. I don't clean my guns as much because I clean guns for a living. So this gun definitely needs a cleaning. I did a full review, unboxing, and all that on the channel. I'll link it in a card below, up here, wherever it ends up. Please get that video, check that video out. You can get these for stupid cheap. I really love this. I'll have a link on the link tree, or check out the link tree where you can find them. I know places like PSA have them on sale for, like, you can get these under $350 sometimes. They're great little pocket guns. They come with a little holster. Throw it out. Don't use that holster at all. This model does have a safety. I have never used the safety in my entire life because it's, you know, kind of hard to use. But let's show you how to take this gun down and get it ready for cleaning, all right? All right, so this gun is a little bit more finicky to take down. Some people don't really know how to do it, but, you know, we're going to show you how to do it in this video. This little devil right here is going to be your takedown pin, all right? It's very easy to do. So all we're gonna do is we're gonna rack this. We're gonna bring it to where you take the tension off the spring. Safety's off because sometimes you do have to dry fire it. You can take a pick, a coin, a back of a casing. I usually use like a screwdriver head, or I'll just pick it out with my fingernail if I have fingernails. I don't in this video. So you're not digging, you're not taking the sharp edge of the flathead and digging it onto the slide. There's a little bit of an indent that you'll see that you just want that one side, and you're just gonna pry this up. We're gonna pull it back just a little bit, pry it up, and there you go. Pops out just like that. Place your little screwdriver bit down. We're gonna pull this out, place it to the side. Then, the good thing is you don't have to dry fire. You can just pull it apart just like that. Take the frame, put it to the side. Your recoil spring is under some tension. It's a small spring, small guide rod, so make sure that you're careful when you take this out because I have had these shoot across the room. So we're gonna pop this out very lightly, place it to the side, then your barrel comes out just like that, and you take it apart just like that, and that is how you field strip your Ruger LCP2 light rack. Let's get into spraying it down with some cleaner. When you're working with 22LR, guys, please make sure you're using the Aegis Gun Care cleaner. This stuff is what is going to chew up all of the carbon on any of your guns, especially with rimfire. Rimfires are typically pretty dirty, and this stuff is going to chew it up. I absolutely love it. It's non-toxic, it doesn't really have a smell, and it's going to literally eat up any carbon you put on it. So we're going to spray this down because I want to get all excess carbon just like that. There's a little pocket pistol, so it shouldn't take you hours to clean this pocket pistol, but you want to make sure you get it pretty doused. Okay, go right down the bore. This is where a lot of your carbon is going to get up. We're going to do that. Okay, and again, your hand's going to be a little bit wet. Put it somewhere and just kind of go like that with the recoil spring. You don't need to clean the recoil spring. Then take your frame. That's another where a good brunt of the carbon is going to be. Spray it in there. Spray it in there. All right. We douse this stuff with the Aegis Gun Care cleaner. You can get this very cheap on aegisguncare.com. If you use code JOEJUICE, you're going to save 10% off your entire order, and you're also going to help support the channel. Let this sit, especially when you're working with rimfire. If it's really dirty with carbon from that rimfire ammunition, let this sit for about 5 minutes. So we're going to let this sit for 5 minutes, let it eat up all the carbon, and it's just going to wash off like butter. You'll see. Check it out. All right, now that we've waited about 5 minutes, let all that carbon go. We always start with the slide. All right, you can see that right here. It is very, very lubricated with the cleaner. So, and this is gonna come off like a champ. You're gonna take your nylon brush like we use in all cleaning videos. And hopefully we got enough lighting here. I'm trying to make sure. I'm working with some lighting issues in the new GAT lab, so just bear with me, guys. I'm gonna make sure you guys can see it. All right, I'm gonna just scrub all that stuff away. We don't gotta worry about optics. It'd be kind of funny if they put like an optics-ready LCP2 out there. That would just be hilarious. All you old dudes out there would be like, oh my god, it's the best 380 in the market. And it has an optic. It just fits in your pocket. I didn't realize I was rhyming that entire time. You know, I like to drop some bars every once in a while in a past life. All right, cool. We got that all nice and clear. So this is where you're going to take your patches out of your Aegis Gun Care field kit. You get everything you need in here from 22 up until 45 ACP. You get patches, you get your bore brushes, pull-through cords. Obviously, you're going to get your cleaner and your lubricant, and you're also going to get some Q-tips in here. Everything you need is in these kits that are available on Aegis Gun Care. They're awesome. I use them for my own stuff. So we're going to take this. We're just going to move it around. Get all that nasty carbon off in the slide. This has about probably 400 rounds through it. All mini mags for the most part. I did shoot some in the video. I did shoot some what was it, Remington Lightning, or the like green and orange box. I think it's called like Thunderstruck. I don't know what the hell it's called. I don't really use Remington bulk pack. I think it's horrible ammunition, very unreliable. That's why I kind of stick to mini mags. You need to use mini mags in this gun for sure. All right, so look at all the carbon and all that gross crap that's on there. Yuck, disgusting. All right, so now we're gonna move down to the barrel, put that aside. All right, you can tell, hopefully this kind of can show it, this is pretty dirty. All right, so we're gonna take your nylon brush again, and it is going to literally just scrape all the carbon off using this cleaner. Stuff is absolutely amazing. Gets off the dirtiest carbon. There's a photo on my IG that if you really search, it's a guy with a 509. And he thought when he's very new, and I miss this guy to death from Cape Gun Works. An awesome customer. He thought when he was shooting, and if he was having issues, he'd take CLP oil, and as he's shooting, just like pour it down into the gun, and it just gummed it up. And what I did was I took the cleaner, and I used about half a bottle on it, and I let it sit for a half hour. Then what I did was I put it in like an air compressor, and it literally got everything off. Like, it was just like a brand new gun. And I looked at the guy, I'm like, don't ever do that again. So yeah, we're just gonna get all up in there. All right, we got the breech all nice and clean. So this is where it's gonna be kind of tricky. Since this is such a small barrel, you might be able to get away with it. Like I said, you get your bore brushes in here. You're always gonna use a 22 caliber bore brush. And that is what you're going to need. You're not going to need the 45 ACP, so we're going to put that back in there. Yeah, that is 22. This is a very small barrel, so you might be able to get away with this without using a pull-through cord. I don't recommend using this long of a pull-through cord for a small barrel. Since this will thread right in, we're going to pop this on the T-handle. And just going like that, you're pretty much in there. All right, cool. So, breech to muzzle, nut to butt, whatever we're doing. All right. Okay. There we go. Bring it back. As it gets stuck. Watch me get stuck. My hand's covered in lubricant from the last video. So you can just turn it down like this and get it out. Nice. Okay, now what we're gonna do is just do one final spritz down the bottom. Okay, get all that stuff we just got out of the lands and grooves. And we're gonna take a patch. These are very good patches. They're thin enough, but they're thick enough to actually handle it, get it all taken care of. So I'm gonna twist it because this is a 22 barrel, guys. So you know, putting something larger than the diameter of the bore, it's gonna be really tough. So what we're gonna do is I'm going to break off one side of this. Okay, we have a wooden dowel from the Q-tip, and we're just gonna push it through here. See? We twisted it up like that so we can get to the inside diameter. I can't talk today. All right, cool. So that is what you're gonna see out of this. Haven't cleaned this in a good minute. All right, cool. We're gonna let that dry, and now we're gonna go to the frame. Nylon brush, and just start scrubbing. Okay, get it off the extractor, the ejector pin, inside here, right on the outside of the rails. You want this nice and clean. Nice and clean. Been filming a lot of videos today, guys. We're in the new GAT lab, so thank you for tuning in, and I really appreciate it if you guys would subscribe. It really means a lot to me. I'd like to get to a certain point this year where it's well, I want to kind of double my size. I'm just over 3,500 subscribers. I mean, if I got over 5K this year, that'd be pretty cool. And thanks to all you channel members as well. Remember, if you guys are a channel member to this channel, you get early access content. And we're hopefully working on other perks as well. But all right, so that is nice and clean. We're gonna take a patch and we're gonna wipe all this excess off and let it dry out for a second. This stuff does evaporate relatively quickly. And then we're gonna get into lubrication, and then we're gonna get into how to reassemble. All right, cool. So we're gonna let that dry for about 30 seconds, and then we're gonna get into lubrication. All right, so now we're gonna get into lubrication with the Aged Gun Care lubricant, or the Joe Juice. We prefer you call it Joe Juice. All right, so we're gonna take our lubricant and make sure, again, spend the extra like $5-6 bucks to get the needle applicator on the lubricant. All right, so now since this is a rimfire, I'm gonna kind of over lube this a little bit just so it's, you know, doing its job. So I'm gonna take the needle applicator, get it all on the rails. Go nice and good. There you go. Boom, boom. Get a little bit here on the trigger return. Get on the inside. Okay, right where the hammer is. Internal hammer. Get in there. Boom, right on the top slide rails. All right, cool. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take the Q-tips, which I'm running out, and I need to get more. I'm just gonna spread this all over the frame. Alrighty. There we go. Alright, that's all nice and lubricated. Put that down. Now, this is where the Q-tips actually come into play. I want to make sure the barrel is well lubricated. Get that all nice and clean in there. Ba-boom, ba-boom. Take the Q-tip again. Wash it up. Well, not wash it, but apply it all over the place. Get it right on the feed ramp, underneath where the barrel lugs are. And now, since it's already lubricated, you can just go in and out of the barrel, get all inside of there. Look at all that carbon. Look at all that. Now I'll take the opposite end because it's double-sided. Clean it all out. Again, it's a 22 barrel, guys, so you want to, like, you're not going to run in, you don't want to run into like getting a bore brush stuck or having something jammed in the bore because it's just a very tight diameter thing. All right, so we're going to take the slide. All right, and this is where we're going to applicate again with the needle applicator. Slide it down like that on the inside rails. I tend to over lube my rim fires just because I want them to run successfully. Take a Q-tip, get all up in there, make sure that's all nice and clean. That's what we want. Look at that. Beautiful. There we go. Okay, right on the breech face. Give me sure. Yep, that's all set. All right, cool. So now we're going to show you how to reassemble the gun after lubricating. All right, so we're going to take the slide, put that, whoop, there we go. Drop that down. Hands are all lubricated and clean. And remember, guys, make sure when you're done, you wash your hands thoroughly. If you're using a lot of, working with a lot of lead in your guns, get those D-lead wipes. You can get them over at Brownells. They're immense. You want to get as much lead and carbon off your hands as possible. Me doing this for a living, I go through a lot of lead. I have not got myself lead tested yet. It's been 5 years working on live ranges and all that stuff. Probably should. Don't want to, though. Don't really want to know. I'm just going to let, you know, fate take its course. So you got the barrel in like there. Again, with your hands being lubricated, this kind of does have spring tension. All right. Pop this in here. Pop it in like that. Okay. Awesome. Now, take your frame just like any other striker fire. Make sure you line up the outer diameter, inner diameter of the rails. Slide it back. Okay, now when you're looking, I can't really show this on camera. You're going to see the barrel lug come into contact. Push it back slightly. Take your takedown pin and make sure it contacts the barrel. It's going to rest in between the barrel. Okay. I want to make sure it can be kind of finicky because you have a retention spring in here. Alright, get that lined up. I kind of go push down and in. We're at this configuration. So push back just a slight amount and then, okay, boom, boom. You hear that click. When you hear the definitive click, your recoil, your takedown pin is in. And as always, run the slide back and forth a few times. And there you go. So now your hands are all lubricated. You're going to take the microfiber cloth that's provided in the Aegis Gun Care Field Cleaning Kit and just wipe it down a little bit. And then just for good measure, drop a drop or two of lube on the barrel. Wipe it all around. Make sure that's all nice and lubricated. And you are all set, guys. That is how you clean and maintain your Ruger LCP2 Lite rack. This, again, is a fun gun. Once you get it working right, make sure you're using CCI Mini Mags or Aguila Super Max, the red and yellow box. Those are the two that I find that work perfect in this gun. If this video helped you at all, please comment down below. We appreciate everybody that comments on the videos. And again, stay safe, stay shooting. I'll see you soon. Peace.